This is Sterling Che-Hook Sung, better known by his students as Grandmaster Che. Sterling is a 7th Dan Grandmaster in the Korean martial art Taekwondo.
Well, I've been practicing martial arts for probably about 55 years, and I've been teaching for about 45. The definition for Taekwondo is the art of kicking and punching, but we'd like to delve into it a little bit deeper because there's a lot of history, customs and courtesy and language, along with traditions that we put into our program.
In addition to his mastery of Taekwondo, Sterling has a deep passion for helping others overcome intellectual and developmental disabilities.
We use the word adaptive, and we got that from Move United. They are the largest adaptive sports organization in the United States. And in their system, all athletes are, we'll call them tagged as adaptive. I really like that better than just special needs and disabled. Adaptive just sounds more positive.
Grandmaster Che has been training adaptive students for over 50 years.
Well, it all began 2013. I had a couple of students that came into our program that had alcohol fetal syndrome. And granted, they were up and down in their mood swings and personality type of things, but overall they had a good heart and they wanted to learn. And that's all I needed. They were with our program for about 1.5 years, and they did very well. They did really, really well. And then their stepfather retired from the military and then moved out of state. And then that's what kind of got me started of, there's a lot more of them as far as adaptive that could benefit from our program. And that's pretty much where we got it started.
It was early 2014, 2015, and Master Che is the same as he's always been, patient, kind, respectful. And what I was like at the time, to put it bluntly, I had a lot of behavioral problems and I wasn't very good at my balance. I'm better than I ever was, but I feel like I still got a long way to go. He's probably the only person who ever saw any value in me, because you have to understand, at the time he found me, the world pretty much gave up on me and threw me in the gutter, basically. So Master Che kind of pulled me out of that gutter and kind of got me to honestly believing in myself again, or because he believed in me.
Caleb kicks, see? Normally you're just doing this, but did you see me though? It is so unique of how they give back because they're very unconditional for the most part. When they do something that they didn't intend or know that they were capable of, the energy that they show, it just brings positive throughout the whole facility. With anybody that, even if you didn't watch it, just by hearing them saying stuff like, I did it, and see the joy in their face is huge. That is my biggest give back. And then at the same time, watching them progress. I've had students when they first came into the program that they cried because they didn't want to be here. That same individual is waiting for the next competition so she could compete. These are huge steps, and we have so many of them. So they're not just one giant step that we would normally see. With the adaptive, we see little bitty steps, but they're huge for them. So I created DuMyon, and I picked the word DuMyon because DuMyon is a Korean word that means rare or uncommon. So our program, the best name I could ever come up with was DuMyon Martial Arts.
DuMyon Martial Arts is the nonprofit that Sterling started back in 2015.
As a nonprofit, we have a lot of the student base that we were going after that could not afford a standardized program. As a 501c3, we can go after grants, we can go after fundraising, we can go after sponsors. This would help to offset their cost.
DuMyon uses martial arts as a vehicle for personal growth, particularly for adaptive individuals and veterans.
DuMyon's mission is basically to get out and help those whom need our assistance in the martial arts way. We reach out to students that come in from day programs. We've got a couple of contracts with day programs. I've been out to the deaf and blind school. I've worked with senior citizens. I've worked with library. I've even worked with the humane societies in teaching self-defense and just things to make people feel good about themselves. We go out into the community to do it like a demonstration, and let me tell you, our students love to show what they've learned. They really love it. So whether it's breaking boards or doing a form or pattern, or just being there and making the sounds, and in their uniforms, this is a big highlight. And we're getting plenty of feedback from families and providers that we're making a huge impact to their day-to-day lives. They're more confident, they're speaking clearer. These are some of the things that are very important as a martial artist to give back to the community.
DuMyon has spent the last few years building a community where adaptive individuals can both belong and thrive.
If you're going into a new environment, you're going to be hesitant, you're going to look around, no comfort, no confidence. You're looking for something which you don't even know what you're looking for. When you come into a happy place, you know that you don't have to have all of these borders and these barriers. You can relax a little bit. What we found is by being in a comfortable place where everybody is very happy and giving and sharing, just some of these basic things. Not only are we surprised, but some of the parents and the providers are surprised of what comes out from those students. Examples, I've had people say, I didn't know John could run. I'm like, he's not only running, but he's laughing, he's having a great time. Oh, I didn't know that Sarah could do a sit-up. Well, she's doing it and she's counting it in Korean. These are some of the examples that go when you have a happy space, which is such a positive thing to witness.
As a certified Para-Taekwondo training center, DuMyon provides competitive opportunities for adaptive students.
Competition has always been huge. You are going to compete against others of equal, just to see what you have learned and what your capabilities are versus others. To me, that is such a huge confidence builder, and it helps you know how much training do you need to go where you want. It helps out with the adaptive because like any other sport, and mainly with the adaptive sports, they have it broken down. They have their own divisions, and then they have subdivisions depending on the impairment. It's very unique for them to be able to compete against someone like them and see how well their training is and what they've learned in comparison. Competition is huge. It's a wonderful thing just to test out your skills and see what you're capable of.
Allison, one of Sterling's adaptive students, has competed in many competitions and won several awards.
Competing in Taekwondo affected my confidence a whole ton because before competing I didn't used to see competitions they were now. So now I see it as a different person and a different story. I'm still achieving my goal to completing my forms and making them spectacular. I won medals during tournaments since 2017 doing forms, and I keep on winning medals.
With Sterling's guidance, DuMyon Martial Arts continues to grow, providing students with the tools to overcome challenges both inside and outside the dojo.
There's a need out there, and I didn't know until I joined and started working with this demographic that the need is huge. It's really huge. So any way that we can be part of that and help them as an individual to becoming a bigger and better citizen, then that's our goal.
Thanks to Grandmaster Che's work at DuMyon Martial Arts, adaptive students find confidence, purpose, and belonging.
This is my journey. I've chosen this as my journey. And I'm always told from others that you're doing so much wonderful things for this demographic. I really wish that they could see what this demographic has done for me. I do hit stumbling blocks, areas in which I'm not familiar with, not comfortable with, but every time I just look over my shoulder and I see my students, and they're worth it. They're definitely worth it. So there's my motivation. Plus, I get so much energy after my classes that in a normal world, people will tell me, you need to calm down. Why do you have so much energy? I'm like, here, take some. Because my students have given me so much, I feel like I'm going to explode. And it's all so positive. So hopefully it will spread all the positive energy they give me, and I can shoot it out to everybody else, and we'll have a more happy place. So this is good. This is good.